Let me first outline certain reasons why Saturn transit can never be completely or continuously harmful to anyone. Number 1. You will need to check Saturn's position in your own birth chart. If he sits in your 3rd, 6th and 11th houses counted from your Lagna or ascendant, he will continue to grant you luck one way or the other during any of his transit. Number 2. You must be mindful of Saturn's dual lordship over Capricorn and Aquarius. Capricorn is Magara, Aquarius is Kumbha. Now go back to your birth chart or D1. For example, if your Lagna is Miduna or Gemini, Saturn rules your 8th and the 9th houses. So being the lord of your Bhagyasthana 9th, Saturn has the long-term responsibility of helping you achieve Bhagya and the higher philosophies in life. Therefore, even if his lessons during the Saturn return can be hard, Saturn encourages you to buck up and achieve the Bhagya you are meant to receive in this life. He will not forget his root purpose. The 6th, 8th and 12th houses are also called the Dushtana houses. Even in the worst case scenario, Saturn can only own one Dushtana house. So stop blaming Saturn for all your misfortune. Number 3. Saturn has retrograde periods. If you have a retrograde Saturn in your birth chart, the brakes are completely released during the retrograde period of Saturn during the Gochar. Furthermore, if your Mahadasha Lord is a retrograde Graha, if seen through your D1 chart, the retrograde periods of Saturn will bring you most progress overall. Number 4. Check the Mahadasha you are running at the moment. Imagine that you are working in a large organization. So there's an organizational structure. Usually there will be a CEO. Who is the CEO here? It is God. Then you have the Mahadasha Lord. This is like your head of department. Under the CEO, you will have a lot of departments. So the Mahadasha Lord is the head of your department where you're working. But even the Mahadasha Lord or the head of department is not in charge of you directly. You will have a supervisor. So your immediate supervisor is the Lord of your Bhukti or your sub-period or Antaradasha, whatever you want to call it. So if you are running a good Mahadasha or a Sub-dasha, you are already well protected by your head of department and the supervisor. If you are God-fearing, you are well protected by the CEO. The CEO, of course, has the power to override anyone. So that's the organizational structure in Vedic astrology. What is Saturn's role then? During the Saturn return, he oversees the training, compliance and integrity department. That one department, if you have worked in a very large organization, that's the department that you will hate the most. They will come and train you again and again, even though you have gone through the SOPs, you know it, you have done it 2 years ago. They will come back, they'll say, you must come and re-attend the training, you must renew. Oh, it's painful. Now, the catch is, if you are running a Saturn Mahadasha, Saturn himself is the head of department. And he is coming back to check your compliance, audit your practices, and train you. You can take this in 2 ways. A, this is your chance to prove yourself in front of the HOD. Or B, this is the time the HOD will find out all your weaknesses. But thankfully, he is finding out your weakness during a training period. So the Saturn transit or the 7.5 years or Ardhashtama Shani or Ashtama Shani, whatever you want to call it, it is a training period. So during the training period, Saturn also has the responsibility to correct you. He is not just coming to hit you. Number 5, Saturn alone is not in charge of your fate. There are frequently other transits involving grahas like Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu. Number 6, what is your age while going through the Saturn return? Yes, what is your age? By the time you hit age 35, it is believed that Saturn would have helped you clear most of your bad karma you have brought into this life. So if you're going into the Saturn return after age 35, this will be a beneficial Saturn return for you. Number 7, Saturn brings most of his painful lessons when he transits your own nakshatra. So, knowing your birth nakshatra is important. This will help you identify the most sensitive periods during the transit. Number 8, know your nakshatra lord. Yes, each nakshatra lord makes a difference. If your nakshatra lord is well dignified during the transit, or the nakshatra lord is neutral or friendly to Saturn, the effects will be smoothened. To those who are dealing with mental health issues and find Saturn transits depressing, please skip the Saturn transit videos altogether. You are more than welcome to watch them if you would like to deepen your knowledge about Saturn, that one planet which can empower you and let you rise to achieve the pinnacle of success through sheer grit, hard work, and determination.